Hey everyone, I'm good. Welcome back to some more Flesh and Blood. So, we're still playing Azalea, and I tweaked the deck a little bit. So we've got two options of our bows and New Horizon as well. I think I'll just stick with the usual setup and try out the new deck as it is. So I've cut out a lot of the excess cards. So just the range of actions, kept the ones that seemed really impactful, and otherwise just put in more zero cost arrows. So we're trying to just do a high tempo beatdown deck. There are a few combos we could sort of pull off. Uh, where is it? Mainly the... Do I have Tri-Shot in this? I can't even remember. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I do down here. So use your bow a few times. I think that works better with the red liner bow. But we'll see what happens. So, what do we have? We've got red in the ledger. Can't play or activate one more action, so that's a really good one to get out. Unfortunately, all our arrows are one costs. It's kind of bad. So we'll probably just use Sandscour, and we want to just get red in the ledger. So we will pitch... Remorseless is another good one to keep, but we'll pitch it. No instant. What's in our deck? Riverkind. Unfortunate. It's fine, we can still put red in the ledger. And then we can use it. They will probably block it. In which case, I can't actually pitch for another one, so it doesn't really matter. Well, I can, technically. We'll see what happens. If they block it. I feel like they... Well, actually no, because a lot of their cards are instant, so it sort of circumvents the whole action. Oh well. We didn't get it. That's fine. Probably going to just shock us down like usual. Again, I gotta say, really hate Wizard. I like Remorseless more. Around the ledger. We have Three of a Kind, so we'll probably go for a big turn. Oh, interesting. Scar for Scar. Probably just taking all the damage. And then trying to pull off a heavy turn. Since it is kind of just who can beat the other person down quicker. With the ball, 7. I'm not too... This is a gambit. But I'm not too worried if they've got a whole bunch of stuff to play on our turn. Okay. How do I get this going? That is the question. So, reload is great. I probably want to keep that. Long shot, Bolton shot. Bolton shot would have been great last time. If it hits reload, yeah. So we're doing deep blue, pitching long shots. Passing, not playing an instant. Now we can play both Three of a Kind and Perch Grapplers. So we're playing Perch Grapplers. We want to play Take Aim first. Yeah, so good so far. I know I missed out on the reload, but obviously we can't play it if we play Three of a Kind. I guess I could have shot then played it, but then I lose the damage. I don't know. There's probably a better way to do it. Okay, and then up first is red in the ledger, pitching a yellow, pitching Take Aim. Since we can't activate it anymore. But 7. Then we can Bullseye Braces into another one, and Honing Hood into another one, plus we've got our bow with the one floating. So we should get off a few arrows. See what they can do. I think they're more so debating a way to finish us off rather than defend. There needs to be a way to play around instance. I like the concept of there being such little speeds. You may pay 1 if you do against 2. That's fine. Pass. User action pass. Okay, so then our next one, bullseye braces from your hand face up into your arsenal, gains 1. So that's, and we want to trigger a drill shot. Right, but it's from the deck, so it doesn't get triggered. It's fine. And then we're playing drill shots. Doesn't really matter. Okay, and then we can use Honing Hood. And Searing Shots. This hits reload. So probably want to block it. Then we can use our bow ability anyway. They're not. Interesting. Why did it not? Oh, right, because it needs to have a buff. It's fine. Use our bow. Drill shots. Yes, we do want to put it into our arsenal. Pretty high damage. A bit let down by the yellow cards. Put a card from your arsenal on bottom if you do. If only it worked. Doesn't. Okay, so I guess we play defensively now and try to finish them off. Wounded Bull for 8. If mobilizing has an aim counter on it, nope. Remorseless is probably a good one. Endless Arrow we definitely want to keep. Tri-Shot would kind of pass with our bow. I think we're just doing Endless Arrow. I'm actually going to hold on to a mobilizing shot. Just because it's 4 damage, more than anything. And doesn't have a cost. Around the edge of the can't play and activate more than 1. I forgot we had that. That's really good. Okay, let's see if we can beat them down, I suppose. You have to pitch 1. Which kind of made me, well, keeping Searing Shot in my hand, because then I could have pitched it. That was actually really dumb of me. We don't have Go Again. So I should have used the bow first. There might have been a card I liked more. But all in all, we're just defending. They're doing instant right to finish us off. That's only 5 plus 1, right? It's only 6. Right? You do effect deals plus 1, so that's 1. That's 3. That's 4. That's 6. Yeah, that's 6. So 1 damage short. But then they probably got us next turn anyway. Yeah, you're gonna have to make me edit. Granted, I had some pretty slow turns too. Gain 3 HP, that's good for them. They're still taking 3 plus 1. Still taking 4, so they're still minus 1. Granted, we're very low. And just Endless Arrow will go into our arsenal. I think my combo would work a lot better if I got the 1 card that allows arrows to go in. The plus damage is nice. I forget what everything's called. Sure, you can guys know what I'm referring to. It should be somewhere here, right? Take aim. It's nice. Especially with the reload, but it makes it kind of hard. You kind of want to play it on the first turn, I guess. Frostbite's fine, I'm not doing anything else this turn. Yeah, because these are actions. Cool. So you take 4. And we're both very low. They can win, right? Because this is just instant. Yeah. Oh well, what can you do? Why would you not just pitch for Waning Moon? That's kind of interesting. I mean, they're just going to play Waning Moon next turn anyway. Like, I have no way to gain life, and I can't play defensively. I mean, the right thing to do would just be to stall out, so they can never activate Waning Moon. I suppose they have to play a card to activate it. Doesn't matter here. They'll just activate Waning Moon. Go on, finish me off. The gloves are just insane. Alright, activate only if you played a non-attack. Or, so I guess I could have stalled out? No, they could still have done instants on their turn. I think I'm going to try and do shorter games and maybe just post more of them. That was interesting nonetheless. Definitely a much better performance than anything I've done with Arachne against mages. Granted, Iyslander, however you pronounce it, is a lot slower compared to just Kano, who just can wombo combo you. Yeah, so my gripe with instant, because there is no way to counter it, I think they need to limit it to either be only a reaction thing or a your turn thing. Probably a reaction thing, because then that gives you the opportunity to not play anything. But either way, at that point, unless I played the whole game around having above HP of their Waning Moon plus their meta carpal whatever gloves, plus their Storm Striders that can turn any card into an instant, unless I did all that, there's nothing I could do. Which is, you just have to play incredibly defensively, and if you have a tempo deck, you stall out, essentially. So, I don't know, instants, especially with the fact that it kind of seems like a wizard-only mechanic. Like, there is no other class that really benefits from instants. They just seem like the odd duck out, and it's just no fun to honestly play against wizards with them being so overdeveloped. Like, there's a lot of stuff Iyslander could do that would be great. Like, just arcane damage itself, the fact that, you know, it deals so much. Because you can't block it unless you deck your gear right. It's probably the one aspect of the game that I feel is poorly balanced, at the moment at least. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. See you next time.